You said there would be no more chemtrails. Okay, starting yesterday. Well, you know something? We've had chemtrails here today. They had chemtrails in Florida. They've had chemtrails in Kentucky. They've had chemtrails in London. They had them in France. They're all over the place still. You, sir, are a fraud. Okay? As my connections in the East tell me, you're a joker. And a joker is another name for a clown or a fraud. That's what you are. And I'm not going to push you into believing me like I didn't push you into believing me with the red dragons when we buried them and threw dirt on them, and then they came back with another name. And you went for it again. You went twice for the same poison. And you got bit almost twice. Stop jumping at everything somebody throws you. The tidbits they're throwing you and the promises they're making they can't keep. You know, when someone offers you something that's too good to be true, it usually is. Especially someone who's just entering a game or entering an arena. You don't even know them. They're promising you the world and they can't give it to you. They just can't. Just can't. Anyway, I can't see how this guy, or a lot of people, most recently have gotten into Cosmic Voice. We had such a tight group of people, and now all I see is chaos, going back and forth. And it's not what was there. I mean, there's a lot more people in there, I know. But, and I know they're looking for the numbers, I guess, but it's really not working, I don't think. For me, it's not working. For others, I know it's not working. But now let's get back to the Cameron. Okay, he's looking for your assets, by the way. He's talking about the Committee of 300 no longer existing. He's talking about the Vatican not being involved, amongst other. Let me see if I have anything on my notes here. Okay, because I don't follow him too much. Okay. The Committee of 300 doesn't exist any longer. Of course they don't exist any longer. The key has been turned on the system. Cameron, you think everybody's born yesterday? The system has been, the key has been turned off on them. They can't get into the system right now and do what they want. In other words, they're off the field. They're no longer on the playing field. They're off the playing field, and they've been off the playing field for a little while. They're desperate. So now they've got maybe this cloud. I'll be polite. They got this cloud. I'm using the Eastern words. Okay? Cloud. Piosa. They're using this piosa. Okay? And they come out and tell people you're going to be arrested if you don't give elders, especially Chinese elders and so on, if you don't give your boxes, your trunks, your assets in the bunkers, your assets in the global accounts to me. If you don't give them to me, they're going to come and they're going to arrest you. You will be in trouble. Beam me up, Scotty. Beam me up, I'm waiting. Take me first. Bring your long-eared, long-legged ETs to see me. Because you know something? You are knee-deep in shit. And that's what somebody should have told you a long time ago. You sound like the Red Dragon guy again. And you know, I'm tired of seeing them come and go as fast as they do. Mark, do some research on this guy. We'll bury him like we buried the others. And then we'll play taps. Da 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 da. Bye bye, in other words. You'll get to see him leave too. Anyway, getting back to it. You know, I'm about ready to return to Asia. Still my funds haven't arrived. And it looks like they won't come via the bank. Well, I'm working on many things, so you know, don't expect me to count on one. There's a guy in France who's going to court soon, and I might be able to get my assets back that were taken from there. But, you know, another little, just a little situation over here in Bulgaria was happened as well. Somebody trying to clean up the mess that what was left in my accounts over here. And he got caught as well. Guy by the name of Vasil Stefanov. And he's going to court any day. And that's just going to be a little bit of money, but that's not enough. But they canceled and canceled and canceled. But now I'm getting ready to take it into an international court, even if it's as small as it is. He got caught going into my account. Okay? And this is after the big one. So I'm going to put him away if I can. Can't let anybody play with us like they think they can play with us. You're going to put them to bed. And the bank knows it, the police know it, and everybody else knows it. I'm not playing games. But we've gone through so much together, haven't we? Really. So, you know, I thought about it many times, about how I could walk away because nobody wanted to help. The only people that wanted to help were the bad guys. There were no good guys to come forward. And I refused to work with the bad guys when all of a sudden you wouldn't have what I planned for us to have initially. It would be something different. And you'd get beat at it, and you wouldn't have anything anyway. They would come in and they would assert their, one way or another, maybe their authority, maybe somehow there'd be, I don't know, but there'd be a war. People would die, no question. And I don't want it to get to that point. No Trojan horses, no this, no that. So I thought about it. I don't need the bad guys, and there are no good guys coming forward. Okay, they're all holding on to their funds, even though the dollar is going to die, amongst other things, and they don't want to invest in the people. So I'll find it. I'll find it myself again, and I'll finish this thing off. I don't want those guys, I think they're good guys, who are sitting there holding it anymore. They don't care about you, but I do. I'm going to find that money. We're going to go. And we're going to finish it up, and you will get those humanitarian packages. We will save our backsides. I can save my backside. I don't need to do this. But I'm staying. I'm staying the course. I'm going to find a way to finish it off, get what we need, get what everybody needs, and get this thing rolling. Not only for the United States, of course. Remember, this is the Eastern funds I'm talking about. Again, I get calls from people every day. Mr. Keenan, yes? When are we going to get some money? When are the accounts going to be opened? When can we come get some? I tell them you can't get them. We're not a welfare office. You have to go to the welfare office. We're going to create projects. We're going to create jobs. We're going to make people work. We're going to get people healthy and maybe wealthy. And we're going to have many projects as we go along. So it's going to help a lot. It's going to help the middle class. It's going to help the lower class. The rich get richer somehow, but not with these, because they'll all be running through a foundation, not the government. Government will never touch the funds. Never. Donald Trump doesn't want to touch the funds. He says, do what you have to do with the people, get things rolling, but don't turn it over to the government. So he's right. He's right. That's where all the theft starts and all the fraud starts. We don't need that. So we'll do it through a foundation all over the world, the same foundations, but in different locations. And we'll be running private. We'll be doing the platforms and the private trading, and so on, to keep the thing rolling, to keep it rolling like rawhide. You know, rolling, 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 keep those doggies rolling, you know. We will do it, and we will come out victorious, and we'll come out creating a new world, better than ever. As a matter of fact, we're going to be the new world order, we the people, because we've never been in order before. This is our chance to be the new world order. They want a new world order, we're the new world order, and they're the slaves. How's that? Because we're the numbers. When this is over with, we'll be chasing them for what they've done to us. We'll be hiring security to go after them as well, of course. will be filing recalls against them. The judges will be careful because we'll be putting them away too. Because remember now, they're not government officials, they're corporate officials, including the Supreme Court of the United States, including the FDA, including the IRS, all of them, they're all corporations. So, you know, the ace and the cards are in our hands too. Trump's got them on one side, we got them on the other. And between us all, we should be able to close those doors, not only in the United States, but in Europe, Asia, and everything else, because the Asians are going to be doing very well. There'll be so many humanitarian projects, and if we can do the redemption on the boxes, on some of the boxes, we can get them out of the bunkers within the next week, couple of days even. We can bring a bunch of them in, and we can make the deals with the principals in this case, which would be, I'll have access to them. So I mean, it's going to be a different ballgame, an entirely different ballgame. It's just a little while away, where things will start, things will happen. I mean, I've got my police secret weapon sitting there in the United States, pumping me every day. Be careful, watch your back. What about this? What about that? What about this? I mean, I've never had anybody hit me so hard from so many angles at one time. But waking me up. Because, you know, I'm invulnerable as far as I'm concerned. I can go out, I can do this, I can do that. And I'm my own security, I'm everybody else's security. But sooner or later, something, I don't care about the angels around me and the readings around me and everything else and the ceremonies and everything else that I've been exposed to and all that. The bottom line is, sooner or later, something will happen. I'm bouncing back from the last one. You can tell my feet still hurt a little bit, but I'm healthy. I'm beginning to get healthy.